refresh that page. Right, time to go on. Okay, and we are public. Time to get this party started with going into Echoes of the Fallen.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up what you...
Actually, let's check the toll. Yep, there's the orchestralian I'm missing. Oh. Should probably not be doing this, but get all that cash up. Okay. I'm not going to need all this. They added these at some point and I never bought them. What a great way to start a stream, eh?
I'm thankful you got that much.
Okay.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Let's go put that on. Oh. Didn't know that was the name for that track.
Still alive, are ya?
So let's officially begin Echoes of the Fallen, the first DLC. Shadow dropped after the Game Awards, and I stayed up far past my assigned bedtime. Well, my selected bedtime to try and get this. And then I first
You seem perturbed.
Don't know. How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
No, not good when Lady Charon is perturbed.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Real cutscene.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that colour before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
Final Genesis.
And they could be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pie, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
I do too, through the controller. Normally I just mash through the cutscenes. I'm a fast reader. Meanwhile, what fringes? There isn't an empire anymore.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Okay, just wanted to check to make sure that can come up. Hooded miner, the leader of a trio who appear to be involved in the dusk crystal trade. Any attempt to identify him is stymied by his hempen hood. He was in the cutscenes.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you.
Shadowy shards that can be used to cast magic just like any other crystal, but are far less resilient, cracking after only a few uses. They appeared on the black market soon after the skies darkened, and it was from here that Charon attained her sample. Interesting that they can still cast in Primogenesis.
Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these? All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
Nope, someone's gonna be dead at the end of this.
Close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief!
Yep, that's the apothecary. And that is an Echoes of the Fallen teaser trailer.
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me
You're in a
neither.
lake, you shouldn't.
But then, I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
that you missed one? Aye. That were my thinking, any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Ooh. New musical cue for the acceptance. That was a fast achievement. Trophy. Chasing the Echoes. Quest destinations for Echoes of the Fallen are indicated with a purple symbol. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. Prioritizing the Echoes. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so on the Journal tab in the main menu. Well, not going to bother with that. Joshua's right there. That's a nice hook, even if, well, the Ultimania book already came out and showed that's not the case whatsoever.
Joshua, we need to talk. Charon's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Even with Origin in the sky.
Aye. That is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these dusk crystals in any of their recent reports.
Okay, wow, his voice is way different than it was. Crystal, one of the most valuable materials known to mankind, thanks to its ability to channel ambient ether from the air, allowing those without an innate power to do so to cast magics. After Ultima cast Primogenesis and the skies over Valistia darkened, the imbalance in the ether rendered many shards unusable, and all but ended the largesse of nations in sharing which shards remained with their populaces. Yet such was the people's reliance on crystals, they looked to other, less reputable means of securing them. Even updating base stuff.
So they weren't aware of them either.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Charon's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
Oops.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Charon.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima cast Primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the Fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Among their many achievements prior to their fall.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derived their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded arcade sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Charon, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you. I will.
Shall we then, brother?
I'm coming too. If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
I think this would be like the first main story quest line where you actually get the full party. Yeah, you got all the hunts, but you know, fighting Svarog isn't not nearly as impressive as fighting whatever horrible fallen beast is going to be fighting up. You know, don't. It's easy to miss, but all the echoes and stuff you fight aren't actually fallen. They're Ultima thralls covered in fallen stuff.
Amiel, slow down!
Oh, that was quick.
Likely.
They're fast on their feet. What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
Okay, let me pointlessly save first. Because this is probably going to lock me into wherever the section is. Why does it keep doing that? It's annoying. Oh yeah, look at my gigantic list of save files so I can get every one of these cute little pixel icons combined with the icon. Yeah, Theo has his own. So does young Jill. Okay. Here we go.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and lead did. I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, At least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up, exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry, we've been away for a while. What's been going on?
Alright, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Well, he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why? You in the market for some? Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I'd put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way, you'll want to keep your sword handy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
If those men were selling dusk crystals, I think it's unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Faster!
Interesting that that locks you in. Okay. Yeah, the whole area is just swarmed by Akashic at the moment. Like, even the southern gate to Rosalith has been completely overrun. Well, that's just like regular goblins too, I think, which makes it even funnier.
Where are they?
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
Okay, jump, jump. Glide, glide. Good old Demon Hunter days. Let's see what they have to say for themselves.
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
Then don't show them in advance.
I just hope we haven't lost them.
Oh, different traders.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something. Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road, screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on the road. Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Can't say I was expecting an 8-bit theater reference out of nowhere. Your HP or your JP, that's such a good line. I think it would have been reclaimed.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time. Back to the stables, Carl.
Okay, yeah, I'm on Torgal. Every time you load, it switches back to potions, which is actually kind of annoying. Ooh, level 90. Wow, that's durable.
brother. Right. Let's focus on finding triggers.
Okay. Sharp. Wow, they did a lot more damage than normal. Your NPCs actually hit pretty dang hard against normal trash mobs like this. Just against anything with a will bar, there's nothing. That's where any difficulty is going to come from, just because of the way the game's designed. I have. Yeah, this isn't a ignition aside. I don't have much for killing trash here. Now they're going to be in the end of the docks, maybe? Yep, here they are.
Don't think I can go on. Chief,
yeah, I probably should have scheduled a stream.
I'll reach. This should be far enough.
Isn't that the direction I came from?
Chief? They've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
Ew.
If you've got a plan, Chief, tell us you've got a plan.
Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Yeah, they are so gonna book it.
Slippery
Is that Dalmatian Bandle?
Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like. Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand. What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
They won't get far, Clive.
No, but they'll wish they had.
I'll carve you like a suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog.
Unlikely.
Kind of you to think of him.
Very unlikely. Oh, right, I can get experience again.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reads at a guess. After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail.
Okay, come on, Ambrosia.
Come on. Faster.
Ugh. She controls so weird.
They seem less like merchants and more like...
charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused?
What? Get hit.
What did you find, boy?
What did you find?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
Hey, Jill can talk.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
Gotta ride that chocobo.
They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we'd better stick to the swamps.
Big enemies like that, ignition ain't so grand. Let's hit dancing skills, get that Hatsuken back. Oh yeah, hitting that grind spot for a bit for that one little video gave me more experience than I thought. Okay, yeah, it's them over there. I miss having Deadly Embrace. I should probably switch it up. Gotta get those megalo crabs into the air with you. Yeah, I could have just skipped it with Ambrosia, but I want to get my fingers back on the controls after 4 months of actually doing nothing.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Hey, thumbnail image.
Clive, the tower.
Oh,
Well,
are they cut out from it?
that's new.
That's impossible.
Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sot!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that? If you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
Ooh, time to get some Titan on.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. idea where they'll be heading anyway.
East Pool.
This shouldn't take too long. Too slow.
Gotta pop this. Let's flip into... Okay, we're slipping the Dancing Steel into another Zantetsu. Or not. Yep, I definitely lost any claim to skill I got. Yep, I already messed that up. Zantetsuken. Even messed up the name multiple times. How goody. Okay. Nothing worthwhile.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
How?
That's twice we've saved them now.
I don't see anyone. I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck, Marnik, we're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
But the lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
How? Oh, because they don't need to use a lantern. And just skipped right over Martha's
And you're
rest somehow.
sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labeled Sagespire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
Well, Drake's Fang was underground.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to East Pool and make our approach from the dim.
I mean, that doesn't make sense in its own way. The area is directly next to the mother crystals. We're always fine. Like, you know, Drake's Fang, Drake's Breath. It isn't until they collapse that it goes this bad. Like, yeah, Horn and Eye. Will Wade actually do anything?
You're bound for the dim. Only you won't be the first. Not long after the tower lit up, a party of 3 men in robes arrived demanding passage through the gate. I told them they'd be dead before they got halfway up the mountain, but they weren't having none of it.
Right, it's not particularly dangerous.
We all know what we're doing then? Is there anything you need, my lord?
No, nothing
You're
from
welcome
Wade.
anytime, my lord.
Do you notice that Wade isn't in the ending send-off? It's really weird, almost like they forgot him or edited him later. I mean, to explain why Tyler doesn't show up, even though he still tags missing on the character chart. You gonna say anything? Nope. Can I read Ambrosia here? Huh. I don't anyone ever notices that because there's no reason to come back here ever. And straight to another cutscene. Not the best paced thing this is.
Are those goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands?
Are goblins the Fallen?
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
I mean, you weren't around for the Goblin Prince quest either.
Gifts.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right.
Well, I mean, technically you can still do it.
They're even uglier up close.
Oh man, I don't even get Burning Blade. Man, so much of everything is based around that. Oh. Yeah, hit him with knockdowns. Yeah, Torgal. Hit Torgal, knock him down, then give him the stab. Or the boot. What are these called? Doma. Kivin? Doma Kivian? You see, some of the commentary when the game came out around this area was out how you didn't get into a fight in there. It was a waste of foreshadowing. But DLC's got your back, baby.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Joe? You may want to see this.
What?
Fire, 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 ice. Wait, no, it's Blizzard.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
You know, cliche lines are cliched for a reason, but you aren't going to cut out and the from your vocabulary because they're used a lot, you know? That wasn't worth a trophy. The Sagespire, Western Rosaria. In monumentous silence do wintered specters watch from on high, ever reminding us how far we have climbed and how far we have fallen. So, can I just leave? Neat.
It seems somebody's woken this place up. The question is...
Whom?
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
Actually, it probably was who.
Intruder alert.
What?
Alert.
I think my powers have returned. You?
Thank. Huh. Oh yeah, smashing him with the dancing steel Will Wikes combo. Get that cooldown back down. Nice music track. A lot more ephemeral than most of the tracks in the game. How are you alive? Oops.
Nice try.
Ugh. I don't even think I have... Ugh. Yep. I'm falling apart. Alright, smash it with diamond dust. Alright. Hold it. Oopsie. I wasn't expecting that to fall over so fast. Okay. Now I'll save the potion. Anything here? Nope, looks like I go to the big shiny. Okay. Right, to the next fight. Will it spawn in, or will I see it in advance? I will see it in advance. Why are these here? They aren't fallen. Did they forget that? Give me the stab. But yeah, that is seriously what they are. Did, like, deactivate them and then the thralls go inside? That would be really weird. What's this? Okay, skip my bit. Residual dark ether that, having failed to dissipate on the battlefield, that is breath of darkness. Escapement bit. Once willed from slumber, this spherical construct of fallen providence will flit and flutter about its new master like a dutiful yet unseen hummingbird, sweeping in to provide aid should the need arise. Reduces ability cooldown time and restores small amount of the HP regained gauge following a precision dodge. Effect potency is directly affected by the strength of the attack dodged. Interesting. Okay, which one of these? Okay, yeah. That is going to be way better than Rift Slip 1 second. What's this? Hearth Flame. Some opponents will cast the spell Hearth Flame to summon a magic sphere that protects a nearby ally by dealing damage to any who come in contact with it, like Will of the Wakes. Enemies accompanied by a Hearth Flame can be identified by the 2 square box icon above their heads. The sphere can be dispelled by attacking it, but be warned, melee strikes to the spear will deal Clive damage, so ranged spells are recommended. Spells usually get the bad end of the stick here, so that's nice.
More goblins. So now we know where they got their weapons.
Wow, that takes a lot of damage. Okay, let's gather them all up in one big old party. Oh. Why do you lock onto the one that's far away, dude? What was that? Why? What? Oh. Yeah, I didn't switch to Phoenix like I wanted. Okay. Oh. Oh, jeez. I'm always bad at these dudes. Pop it. Okay. Yep, that lasts long enough. Go into that. Okay. Diamond Dust will take care of it. Oops. This is gonna be bad. Wow. Barely lasted from a stagger. Mostly because I'm bad, but hey. Potion used, full health. Anything else to grab? Nope. Wow, the delay is insane.
Dusk crystals everywhere.
Well, that's
Chest?
one mystery solved.
Nope.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore.
Right way, wrong way. Chest? Nope. You know, I played a game the year before this came out.
I know that voice. Come
Played
on.
Played a game where you had to pick up like everything that showed like that, and there was so much more vendor trashy items there. It was really obnoxious. Ooh. Like control panel-y stuff. Well, they somehow got very far in. I really like how Excalibur looks.
Well, look who it is.
Neat.
Warning. Warning. Core defense systems engaged. Initiating sterilization lockdown.
That's always good to hear.
What the hell is it talking about, Joshua?
Good things, lads. Good things.
Well, that seems non-threatening.
Chief.
Hey! Over here.
Clear that was just working out the frustrations with the dinguses.
Take your friend and get out of this place. Now.
He should not be alive.
Will they run away? We do the fighting.
Sigma. Oh. Ow. Wow. Let's see how much this does. Not bad. The dancing steel. Ow. Clive is so broken with that off cooldown potion thing. Ow. Jeez. Oh. Well, that's a dump. Oh, that was a really bad waste of that. Not that I would be much better if I had it. Hit you hard. Oh man, how did that not hit? Oh, that was a waste. That was real bad. In your face. Ooh, big area on that. Yep. Not bad for completely cocking everything up. Fulmination. No, that's never good. Oh, jump through that. What a beast. Ow. Yowza. I advanced Hatsukin right off this to get the invincibility. I can go Will of the Lakes and completely with Diamond Dust. Oh, I didn't. Nice. Yep, can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Oh man, I'm missing every single one of these. I'm really bad chaining the Zantetsuken together. Like that. Man, hells are weird. Whoa, Why did that happen? Nope. Did I hit? Yeah, I hit it. Yeah, well likes dancing steel. Papa Strength Tonic. And Zentetsuken. No, but this will pay some off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a nice fight. Ooh, got me a pretty little level up. It's been a while. All that 4 attack, 2 defense, 4 stagger. What worthless stats. Flawless tissue. A knot of featherlight muscle dislodged from Sigma's colossal frame with a well-placed strike to the Sentinel's outer knee. Okay. Fallen Enforcer reforged. Shadowy details of its make and provenance aside, attempting to explain why a blade so apparently blunt might be able to slice through hardened steel like a brand new butter would be like trying to explain why birds can fly or the sky is blue. An endeavor best left for bards and book rights. Okay. And now I don't get that on the regular playthrough. Oh good, my mic wasn't muted.
Security Sentinel 503 offline. Initiating emergency call relocation protocol.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was the heart of a mother crystal.
And up it goes. Wonder if those 3/8 are going to be acting as merchants so I can get my stuff back.
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you. Allow me to apologize for earlier. That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then? As you've
that
probably
Gav's
guessed,
voice actor?
this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us. Told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, mother crystal. Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right. It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these dust crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes, at a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No, it cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Do what outlaws do.
You lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh, I think there's a good chance we are.
But, what about the tower's defenses? That thing you just fought, it won't be the last one. And the further you climb, the worse they'll get. How about we head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt, eh?
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take before someone gets hurt.
Nope, not merchants.
Are you sure you don't want to think this over? We could talk about it outside, where it's safe.
I've never seen anything like that in here before. I swear.
I told the chief we should go home. I told him.
Okay. No, let's see if there's anything. No. Let's see if that's worth it. Nope, worse than Ultima Weapon. Obviously, I glamored Excalibur over Ultima Weapon.
To think the Fallen built all this. The knowledge they must have needed. Knowledge now lost.
Jumping's faster in those sort of walk and talk cutscenes. Speedrun pro strats. Ah, that was scenery, not weird enemies showing up in a cutscene. Righty right. Okay. Nice design. Can't really see anything else besides it though. And well, if you gotta go left.
If this is like every other Fallen ruin,
Russian high potion.
then there'll be a lift.
Yep, nothing there. Okay, anything? Nope. Wish Clive moved faster. Oh, duh, this is the lift.
Onward and upward.
Wow, that's the longest loading screen I've ever had in this game. The lower ring. Yeah, why not? Dusk crystals, the shadowy shards that line the walls of the Sagespire. Thamiel and his associates have long mined these crystals to provide for their people. The sudden outgrowth that accompanied the darkening of the skies providing a bounteous yield that they elected to sell for profit. Their close resemblance to those shards that make up the mother crystals suggests that they too are linked to the heart, one that sleeps somewhere within the tower. The Sagespire. After centuries of slumber, the Sagespire has awoken, albeit for reasons unknown. An early survey of its interior suggests that the tower is indeed the source of the realm's dusk crystals, the specimens seemingly growing from the walls in large, uncontrolled clusters. Also identified as what appears to be a crystalline heart, set high upon a central dais. Most disturbingly, however, the tower seems to exhibit a manner of sentience, reacting to those who cross the tower's threshold and speaking to them in a language that is both at once uncomfortably similar and utterly foreign. It is speaking English. Well, a relatable language. Man-made heart. The heart of the artificial mother crystal that sleeps within the Sagespire. It closely resembles the hearts of the true mother crystals, although the Fallen chose to keep theirs inside some manner of Magitech shielding system. Until, that is, Clive and his allies came too close for comfort, and the tower's intelligence ordered it evacuated to an inner chamber. Left or right? Well, let's try it anyway. Nope. Okay, to the door. Oh, whoa.
Any idea what those are?
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps...
cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie. But why here?
Chocobo and Minotaur on the left. That's Goblin? Okay. More of them. Chest. Loot, 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 loot. Fallen belt +3. Now, I'm gonna have to do a regular game playthrough to get all the plus. Wow. Fallen belt +3. Another remnant of fallen ingenuity, unblemished by the passing of centuries. This belt is crafted from an unknown material with properties decidedly both ceramic and metallic, despite exhibiting the pliancy of treated leather. That it ever so subtly throbs in much like the same manner as a living heart could, by some less adventurous types, be considered cause for concern. Hilarious. Oh god, these are all gonna jump out at me.
How many of these things are there?
Contaminant detected. Releasing subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
Nax?
Wait, they're still alive. But this tower is more than 15 centuries old.
Dancing steel. Yep, something's healing them. You know, I was worried the game audio would be too low, but now it's probably too high. I'm not even gonna see what did that.
If they built this place to grow crystals, why imprison creatures here?
Experimenting on a Akashic, maybe? Chest, no chest. Ooh, split path.
That device. It glows just like the doors.
Right. Anything here? What is this? Just a bird? Oh, maybe like one of the little sort of baby dragon things. Okay, yeah, let's be dumb about this.
Development log entry 680925. Mitogenic reactor trial successful. 23 units of grade 3C crystal produced. Moving forward, all seeds fabricated from inorganic material are to be replaced with lab-grown organic specimens.
Organic specimens. So they were turning living creatures into crystals.
I mean, interesting idea. Akashic are basically kind of crystally as it is. Yep. Oh, that's weird. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, duh. Shouldn't have locked on. Now I can lock on. Okay. Pop that. Oh, that's really poorly timed. Yeah, only 1.4 modifier. Or I could just destroy it anyway, because Zantetsuken is gonna Zantetsuken. Okay, nothing else. Forward onto the breach. Just like the song lyrics. Okay. Something's already here. Yeah. Okay, nothing big.
Creatures in these cages have been seen in Palestina for 1,000 years.
I cut him off with dancing steel. Hold it off.
Well, here's to 1,000 more.
And Zantetsuken. Bam! Yep. Should have known that was coming. Whoop. Ow. I have limit break. Get that in first. And Zantetsuken. Oh, it's so slick. Oh yeah, I actually finally managed to land one. Oh yeah, get the Dio special. Wait, no, it's Star Platinum special. I lost my anime credentials. And whatever the third... Oh. Minotaur didn't spawn. Just the Avises. Okay, I think I saw a chest. Oh yeah. Let's see what goodies this gives me. Ooh, nourishment bit. Okay. Nourishment bit. Once willed from slumber, the spherical construct of fallen provenance will flit and flutter about its new master like a dutiful yet unseen hummingbird, sweeping in to provide aid should the need arise. Skipping that. Increase HP regen potential when taking damage while automatically restoring HP regen gauge. Interesting. Right, well, not particularly useful for me, but coming into Final Fantasy mode, that might be better. Or maybe not. Since, you know, you can just Zantetsuken everything. Oh, it's such a good ability. Ooh, that was unexpected. You kind of look like Barnabas in his armor. Ooh, nice sword. You really do look like him now.
Of course they built more than one. Though it appears this incarnation can fly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're getting taken out a lot faster. Got to lose that armor so you can actually get your flight going on, huh? Hold it. Oh yeah, you're getting smashed good. Should have held it off more to get more dancing still time, or to get a better cooldown on something else. But this will go into ignition. And I should have popped a strength potion. This is poorly timed. Whoa. Ow, 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 ow. And I think I was doing so well for a second. Oops. Yeah, the coward's way out. That started off so well. Aren't you taken down? That was so lame ending. Yeah, heat wave would have been good there. Ooh, bombardment bit. Increases will damage dealt while using aerial attacks by 20%. All increases maximum number of stomps from 2 to 3, or 6 if the ability is mastered. Oh, I really liked aerial combat. Oh yeah, that's amazing for...
That makes 2.
Yes, but of how many?
Ravage.
Depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities.
Okay. Insufficient inventory space. I went straight to high potions on that one.
This is all too easy. If the tower is in control, why not simply disable the lift?
What are you suggesting, Joshua?
That it's hurting us.
I mean, it would be safer to disable the lift. Oh well, that is not ominous at all.
Fleet. I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
Mid will want to see this.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have an airship and deliver our whole army onto Genesis, you know? Origin, I meant Origin. Okay, this is definitely a high potion. Is it just for the view? Oh, let's check it out. Hey, there's Phoenix Gate. Huh. There's Rosalith. Weirdly, its bridge seems to be missing. There's... Oh, Portal's Old is bigger than Rosalith. Interesting. Why are there ships in the harbor? The city is wrecked. Heck, I'm pretty sure the spires were even destroyed. Oh, that's probably just a bad memory. Okay. Yeah. Maybe when I view someone's stream, I'll check out to see if they look this way, to see if they can see the Sagespire. Alright, over to some chocobos. Gotta ride that bow. Jump, jump. Dragon meat. Okay, got it. Got it off. I want a Xantec sneaking them. Well, I can't. Punch! Get rid of you. Go do your business. Okay, another chest to go grab. Another angle. Farazal, I think. What the heck? How? Oh, there's the bridge. And it doesn't go directly to the city, huh? Also, it's got way too many trees around it. Man, Port Isolde is huge. Okay. Fallen Bracelets 3. 15 centuries removed from their creation, these unassuming accessories are inexplicably warm to the touch, and when equipped, are compelled by some unseen force to cinch tightly about the wearer's flesh like a mother gripping the arm of a misbehaved child. That is a ridiculous run-on sentence. Stop that. And upon their wrists would the people wear bangles of opal and onyx that they might foresee the shifting of the very heavens, the sins of Zemeckis. I should equip the better gear. Man, Roseth really is tiny. Huh, wonder if you could see Stillwind from the other angle. Not going to wreck the pacing even worse by going to check. Yeah, you know, despite how good that was, I'm going to go back to the Dancing Steel, or Rift Slip one. I'm really bad at the dodge, so here we go. Those have got to be, yeah, especially that area one, that's going to go great with a big hit on Ravage. Get the double cooldown on that, and then in the air, like the normal one just decreases damage, and that's not what you use Ravage for. Use it to mash that stagger up. Is this another boss? No. Oh, it's an Iron Giant type, so. There's that high potion.
Anomalous activity detected in Hangar Bay. Analyzing ETC.
Whoa! We're being watched. Let's show them what we're capable of.
That was a bad time to use Zantetsuken, but whatever. Yeah. If I'd have popped ignition first, I would have gone. Well, it didn't matter. It would have blown up either way. Okay. Forward onto the treasure chest. Disengagement bit. Okay. Indicates precise parry timing by temporarily changing the color of a target's display name. Increases slowdown following a successful parry by 20%. Ooh, that's real good for people who can parry, which isn't me. But yeah, let's try that over the Rift Slip one. See if I can spot that going. Now these are the accessories you were kind of hoping for the first time you go through the game, things that have a bigger gameplay effect. You know, like I get increasing damage or decreasing cooldown, those are, you know, they're quick and easy. Now these have...
Transferring Sentry Prototype AM2 to Stasis Silo West.
Wow, that was fast. The Witch? Oh, Plague. Airman. Evil Eye.
We'll just have to hope those
Eyeball.
crystals it's sporting are as worthless as the others.
Yeah. Oh, Angra Mainyu. The source of all the evil in this world.
Better not to think about
I managed to get that off some will of the waste in. Okay. Off that. Really need to hold it better. Oh, it's out of range, ain't it? Nope. Well, this was a terrible boss to start out with. Oh, boy. Okay, roll the way into the full one. I really need to get the Arms of Darkness out first. Okay, hold it. Hold it. Whoa. Yep, that was a bad stop. Gotta get this off now. Got so much health. Okay. That is enough to actually get the prop off correctly. Oh yeah. Now we got the firepower going. Goes into another will-o-the-wisp. Do an ignition. Yeah, that was a nice one. Whoa. Follow it. Whoa, whoa. Scary, scary, scary. Oh, should have equipped the last elixir. The dancing steel, it's fine to just pop it ASAP. But when you need is Zantetsuken. Okay, it's teleporting? No, I caught it in time. Got you. Where are you going? There's everyone. Oh. That was dumb, but it'll be over with this. Wait till the time stop ends, and then use Zantetsuken. Take that, kid. Yay, another level up. Flawless humors. Like me. Northern legend tales of a terrible winged creature, Angra Mainyu,
who, having lost one of its eyes to the blade of an intrepid adventurer, spent the rest of its days weeping as it wandered the countryside. So bitter were its tears that upon striking the earth, they were turned to the very soils to stone. A side effect that would both irk farmers while simultaneously tempting blacksmiths with the prospect of what a substance might do to their iron. I don't know what a period is, writer.
Neural link lost. Re-establishing connection.
Imagine an entire war fought with these things.
The quantity of ether required to animate them all would be unfathomable. No wonder they were trying to manufacture their own crystals.
Unable to establish connection. Raising threat index.
It seems we've made an impression.
You know it's serious because it's red. Treasure chests?
Perhaps the rest of the cages will open now.
Don't tempt fate, Joshua.
Forgive me, brother. They may not.
Okay. Should not have Zantet Sleeping charged. Ooh. That's an interesting beat. Really? A lift? Into another loading screen? I mean, I guess it was a pretty... Yeah, two bosses caught in that. The upper ring. Any chests here? Nope.
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
Oh, that's not concerning in the least, I bet. Yuck. I didn't even use the high potion. Or a potion, wow. Yep. Ooh, bombs. They're way more dangerous than the bomb usually normally is. See, that's how dangerous they are. I used the same word twice in a row. Yep. Don't want to get caught in that. Well, you timed that well, guys. So, assailment bit. I am not using the disengagement bit whatsoever. Increases the rate at which damage multiplier rises while enemies are staggered, as well as increases multiplier maximum to 200%. The battle technique double impact is earned upon attaining the multiplier maximum. Well, there is very little a situation in which you wouldn't want that. Is that the door? Okay, this is probably just a potion I don't need, but might as well grab it. Man. The volume in-game compared to how it comes out on the stream is so different. It's so loud. Like, even when I maxed it out for testing purposes, it was pretty quiet. Right. Hit these. Get that Zantet sweeping it. I know Zantetsuken is the default for anyone playing, and I should probably do something more classy, but it's so cool. Okay, let's just punch you in the face with ice. Oh, well, might as well get dancing still in. Or not. Roll the likes. You did it.
Did the tower make this as well? Or is it some sort of corruption?
I don't know, but wouldn't you say it looks oddly familiar?
I mean, vaguely Ultima-ish? Ultima Thrall? Ew. Oh, Minotaur. Oh, that would have been a good time to put that parry bit on. Wow, it is beefy. To the edge. Whoa. Nope. That's Karios. Okay. Are they just gonna rip off every name from Fate Grand Order? Like, I know they obviously aren't the source of it, but still, that's kind of hilarious. Okay, that should be long enough. Yep. Ow, I missed that bad. Put a potion on. Hold it off. Okay, let's see how fast this goes. Okay. Oh yeah, that's... Oh, baby. Oh man, look at that multiplier fly. And that's with Dancing Steel. And Hitsuki for maximum damage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's with someone who's not good at the game. Revivement bit. Improves limit break induced enhancements while increasing HP regen during limit drain by 50%. Also, if fatal damage is taken while the limit gauge is full, a limit break is automatically triggered, preventing KO except under special circumstances such as being in the Deadlands. That is basically going to be... When are you fighting in the Deadlands outside that one time? But yeah, that proved its worth real fast.
Initializing emergency subroutines. Diverting reactor power.
I think it's getting ready to receive us.
Ah, there's another one of those devices.
Man, I know voices can change and all, but it wasn't that long ago that he recorded this.
750501. Average improvement of crystal resilience, 492%. when biological core exhibits high ethereal congruity. Specimens with a congruity rating of 7 or below are to be sent to B level for military repurposing.
Waste not, want not.
That's vaguely Waluder. Okay. Oh, that was a boss. Let's take a quick break. Yeah, let's take a quick break because, well, it's been an hour 45. You should only play video games for like 90 minutes at a time. Keep your brain smart. I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so keep watching. Okay, and I'm back
possibly from outer space. We're all in outer space if you think about it, though. So I was right. Down path into a flan. Anything else? No, it's just a flan boy. Didn't know that was coming. Yeah, might as well just do this from the start. Get you some Zantetsuken. Barbario. I was hoping I would get the takedown first. Nope, no use. I have to pop it. You all die.
Truly was the work of the fallen.
Then they were closer to attaining godhood than we ever imagined.
No wonder Ultima struck them down.
Well, yeah, they were literally raiding Zemeckis. He had no choice. Oh, there's one of the missing ones I had. Wait, and where's the third one? That's also a vendor. Is it at the end of the DLC? Seriously, what do they think it's supposed to represent? Necrophobe? No. That's another path.
They built an army.
Ow. Ow. Shoot, wrong one. Not gonna get much of the wilt. Oh, that's gonna go up super fast. Wonder if it's full boss or just like a downgraded. Diamond dust. And then you gain Tetsuken, and that's the game. And then you fucking give him the Aurora. $80, $100, $120, $140. Oh, that was dumb. That was really dumb. Let me try. See, you can't open the main menu. Why would it put me all the way back here instead of right in front of them? Okay. What? Why is one of them already here? Did you? What? I didn't know this could happen. Like this, I don't think that's ever sort of thing happened to me before. Like, sure, I've gotten a game over, but I don't think I've ever done it on like a double enemy. And then you Zantetsuken him for no point, because, well, he's already a corpse. 3K girl.
Firewalls breached. Code red. Code red.
Firewall.
Must be close.
Another lift. Are there any chests around? Nope.
Authentication routines 328 disabled.
Man, these are really long load screens for a DLC. The Hall of Elicitation.
Now's our chance.
Really? You're gonna give me 2 mini bosses right before the big boss like that? Oh, nope, it's still gonna go up one more time.
Unauthorized entry detected. Primary core firewalls activated. Initializing iconoclastic defense system, Omega-1.
What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system?
I have a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer.
Ew. Nice, it looks like an... Ooh, that's not an effect you've seen before. No, that's not good.
Containment complete. Authorizing environmental sterilization protocol.
Well, at least we know where it is this time.
Quite. And if we want it...
If we want it, all we have to do is kill an icon.
Seems easy enough.
Safety routines disabled. Weapons armed. Stand clear.
Ooh, maybe multi-part?
Nice try.
That was bad. Oh, very bad timing. No, they don't want you hitting World Whites here. Yep, start out with some diamond dust. Hold it. Not gonna be good for the old Raging Fist here. Yep, that follows you no matter what. Ow! Oh, man. Spells are weird. Man, it's got a lot of health. Don't want to hold off on that. I think it's going to be way too dangerous. Okay. Wasn't fast enough. Man, I'm not going to get anything off of this stagger. Okay, that's Papa's anti-Tsuken. Okay, yeah, it's gonna get more than I thought, but still not gonna be great. Oh man, stop burning my gauge.
Is it over? Please tell me it's over.
Oh, that's a real cutscene.
Data assessment complete. Recalculating threat level.
Oh, come on. How much higher can it get?
Authorized. Rerouting core power to Omega 1.
I really should have equipped the last elixir.
Not yet.
In fact, I'm going to start popping my items. Because, you know, those really need to be used
what makes
more.
you say that?
Ooh, techno-y. Hi, Torgal. Oh, jeez.
Those new arms, for one.
Yikes.
All right. I'm convinced.
Okay. Yes, let's use that. Let's use that. And let us put you there so I don't die. Ah, I don't know what to bad use. Okay. Wow, that was no damage done to it either. Okay, get this going. Torgal in while I can. Oh my god, what is this? Got you. Oh, I missed, really? Okay, Zantetsu get into Dancing Steel. Oh, I missed entirely. Dang, bad. Oh, I got a precision count off. Let's get around back of you. Oh, nope, nope, you're not getting me a stealth attack. Or will you? Jump, jump, jump. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, Dancing Steel should have no problems with this one. Do not use my Diamond Dust. Okay, I'll go straight into Ignition, which will get me closer to him. No, lasers, bad lasers. Okay, yep, this will go very well. Dang it, I think it will the lights off correctly. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get a big Zantetsuken. Oh yeah, it staggers nowhere. Oh, this track is insane, by the way. Ow, 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 ow. The Pancraticore. The progenitor god. Really?
Seems like it still has some
The minions now.
Ow. Oh, I thought he dodged that. Oh, I'm not going to get any of these.
Well done,
Oh, really? No, no, no. And Diamond Dust you. Gonna want this just up front. Really need to use Limit Break more. Ow. Okay, I should get this in first. Okay. Yep, big hit here. Okay, into this, because I am probably going to get wrecked here. Oh yeah, nice combo here. Oh yeah, this is gonna go excellent. Oh yeah. Time to pop the strength tonic. Hold it off. And it should be able to get another. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I used Lionheart tonic. No. Oh, what is this? Jeez, what was that move? Okay, another Vantage Duke in office. Alright, dang, should have held it longer. Oh, now what? Oh God, no. Alright, now it has more lasers.
Why can't I breathe? Because it's constricting all of creation. Well then, we'd better kill it quick.
Guys, we're running out of room.
Oh boy. No stagger meter? Jeez. Okay, Zantetsuken. Punch. Diamond Disc. Come on. Okay. They probably should have proctored mission first, but no, I do not have the damage for this. How many more Zantetsuki do I have to arrive with? Come on. Man, this is a ridiculous amount of firepower I keep hitting with. And Hetsuki, no, Dancing Steel with Will of the Lakes, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Come on, this has to do it. It's got no HP left. Oh yeah, OMG indeed. And there's another 3 levels. Yep. Flawless nodule. Common sense would suggest that any metal taken from the corpse of a centuries-old construct, metal that shudders and quakes like a slab of freshly cut swine's flesh, should be given a wide berth, if not a hefty heave into some nearby lagoon. That said, legendary weaponry is rarely the product of common sense.
Omega Control Unit. Offline.
Good.
Initiating emergency core extraction.
Oh man, another one.
Would you care to do the honors, Clive?
Gladly. For what? I thought I told you to leave this place.
What must you ruin us all? I cannot let you do that. We need these crystals. They're all we have.
And just who is this we?
We are of an ancient tribe, one of the first to lose its lands to the Blight.
Southern
For
Ash?
countless years, we were forced to roam the Twins. A nation without a mother crystal, a people without a blessing. So we found our own. The dust crystals provide us a means to survive.
Oh, they are Southern Ash, huh?
Yes, but at what cost? Like all crystals, these shards channel ether. And where do you think that ether comes from? It's sucked from the land, as a leech sucks blood from a beast.
And what? You just expect us to believe that?
No, but that doesn't make what we've told you any less true. If this heart is anything like the others, it will bleed the twins of their life force, till naught remains, naught but death.
The proof is all around. What do you think robbed your people of their home in the first place? We are trying to stop that from happening again. And this is the only way.
Fuck me. You're Sid.
You saw what happened after the Empire lost Drake's head. What do you suppose they will do when they find out, as they surely will, that there is another heart hidden right here under their noses.
What?
Your people's need will count for naught.
What empire?
Damn it. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice.
But you said you didn't believe him, Chief.
I don't. But the man does have a point. There's no keeping this place a secret now. And hanging on to these crystals will only get our people killed. Have it your way then. Just promise me you'll leave my people out of it.
Stand back. It's about to get hot in here.
Search detected. Warning. System overload. System overload.
Is there another boss? The use of
Core not found. System failure imminent. System failure.
the prelude use is so good.
I hope we did the right thing.
Okay, it's a false mother crystal, so maybe it did start nearby instead of far away like the real ones. Man, it's tall. Really? You're only going to show Clive walking out?
We all saw the crystals fade, but what of the cages? We barely even explored half of the chambers.
Without the heart to sustain them, I doubt those still slumbering in the tower will stir now, if ever.
I hope you're right. The last thing the world needs is one of those six-legged pests running around wreaking havoc. We have more than enough two-legged pests to deal with as it is. However blameless they may claim to be.
What? Oh, two-legged. Right. Sorry. I was just wondering what I'm going to tell the village elders when we get back. I suppose I'll just beg them for forgiveness, and when that doesn't work, give them the slip and lie low for a year or two.
You're planning to run away? Again?
What? It's got us this far, hasn't it? I mean, we may have had a bit of help, like.
Kind of you to remember. Will you and your people be alright?
Oh, we've made do without before. I reckon we'll survive. And if what you said is true, it's not like the rest of the realm's going to have it much easier. Besides, one man's ordeal is another man's opportunity, as the old saying goes.
I don't recall ever hearing that one, but fine.
Yeah, that's some Gildebar stuff. Gilbard.
Now, if you don't mind, we've got places to be.
We do? I mean, we do.
Thanks for everything.
I said, we've got places to be.
Back to the hideaway, then. Charon and Hippocrates will want to hear about this.
I was thinking we might first return to the tower and see if we can...
Back to the hideaway, then.
Okay, what's that all about? Let's get some more. Okay. Cursory analysis of vocal records discovered in the tower suggests that the Sagespire was a facility dedicated to the mass production of artificial crystal. Even after the facility was abandoned following the tragedy at Zemeckis, the remaining specimens continued to slowly grow until the destruction of the Spire's heart emitted a sudden discharge of discordant resonance that led to the shattering dissipation of all nearby dust crystals. Dust crystals, the shadowy shards that once lined the walls of the Sagespire, they were the product of the Fallen's ambitions to replicate the original Mother Crystals, and though their reproduction was far from its model equal in terms of strength and stability of its shards, they faded just as the same when their heart was destroyed. Man-made heart, the heart of the artificial Mother Crystal that slept within the Sagespire. Like the hearts of the true Mother Crystals, it leached huge quantities of ether from the earth. The Fallen, however, designed their own to conjoin with their ultimate magic monstrosity, Omega, inspiring it to even greater limits of destructive power. Yet within the heart's strength at its disposal, Omega was no match for the might of Clive and his allies. And after the Iconoclast met its brutal end, so too did the heart. Okay, back to Karen. Oh yeah, there was a... Damn, it was really close to Rosalith. New crafting recipe. Let's go grab that first.
So what do I owe the honor?
Use the forge.
Forging, do you?
Omega weapon reforged. Oh, that's good. A blasphemous coupling of living flesh and synthetic bone. This relic of an age long forgone shudders with the self-same vital spirit that animated the Sagespire's mightiest of sentinels. And when he looked upon mankind's creations, he saw himself.
It'd last you a good while.
Equip it. Alright, nothing here. Anything to reinforce. Okay, Fallen Belt +4.
My best work, but it'll do.
And reinforced Fallen Belt.
You can thank me later.
Okay.
Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later.
Anything in accessories? Nope.
That it? Fine.
Let's see what it looks like. Well, nothing, because I've got it appearanced. Okay. Ooh, purpley. Like my icon. With an ICON, not EIKON. Neat. Right.
Back, are ya? So? Did you find out where the dust crystals were coming from, or what?
It's, a long story. And perhaps one better told in the shelves.
Ending.
Bloody hell. Remind me never to go poking round in any fallen ruins.
Not only a mother crystal of human creation, but an icon as well. Truly, the study of our fallen forebears is endlessly rewarding. The wonders of which they were capable never cease to amaze.
They came as something of a surprise to us, too.
You can say that again. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we set foot in that tower.
We only knew the old stories. Of a people so consumed by greed that they sought to overthrow the gods. And I'd hazard the thing we found in that tower was conceived for that very purpose.
Omega, the offspring of the Fallen's boundless knowledge and unchecked ambition. A dangerous combination for all concerned.
And Ultima crushed them. It was he whose secrets the Fallen coveted, let's not forget. He whom they strove to dethrone. Just as we strive to dethrone him now. Without their knowledge. And without their weapons of war.
Clive.
This power I've been given may exceed even theirs. But if I use it, as they did, who's to say things won't end the same way?
Come now, brother. I think the events of recent days have made it abundantly clear that we are not our ancestors. As well you know.
You're right. They made crystals. We destroy them.
In crafting their artificial art, the Fallen sought to emulate the divine. But that is not the path we have chosen.
No. We don't want to be gods. We just want to be free.
Well said. If one does not learn from the mistakes of the past, one is doomed to repeat them. And so, I mean to write down everything you've told me to the very last detail, that those who come after might learn from our travails, and perhaps, just perhaps, forge a brighter future for our descendants.
What, did Harpocrates write the book at the end? Quest complete. Oh, that wasn't very... Really? No experience? Dusk Shard. As if unable or unwilling to accept the loss of their mother, with the destruction of the Sagespire's heart, did all the nearby dust crystals shatter and fade. Oddly, those far removed from the tower, however, do not appear to have suffered the same fate, including a particularly suspect sample Goots was galled into vine on a recent journey to Port Isolde. That's not even what you'd call decent. Oh. Another curiosity. That's another trophy. Let's see what I got here.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Another orchestrion, I bet. Oh, let's get everything here back.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Oops.
It'd better all be here.
Yep, iconoclasm. Really?
You'll not find a better price than that.
Anything else? Nope. Should probably purchase what I'm missing.
Come again.
That gave an
Oh,
okay
don't.
amount of money.
I'm not much bothered either way.
Yep, just gonna... Gonna play the music, check the final things. And then head out. Yep, check in with Harpocrates for whatever lore came up that I missed. Oh, no icon.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
Ask about the Sagespire. One can only assume that the Mother Crystal's ability to channel ether was as valued by the fallen civilization as it was long held by ours. Much more, no doubt, to the vast quantities of ether that their ingenious inventions must have required. In short, the blessings of the crystals that to modern man has seemed a nigh limitless bounty must have appeared to them a resource most limited indeed. Little wonder that they should seek to divine the very source of this blessing, that they might claim it for their own. He witnessed the bitter fruit of that ambition within the tower. And not only that, their ambition to overthrow the gods too. The iconoclast Omega, the destroyer of the divine. Ironic that the icons, mighty works of Ultima, if his words are to be believed, should take their names from the mighty work of a mankind that was designed to destroy him, or perhaps entirely fitting. View the Thousand Tomes. Entries for the Echoes of the Fallen are available viewing in the Thousand Tomes. Speak with Harpocrates in the Hideaway to learn more. Harpocrates will not gain wisdom by listening to TechLive's account of this quest. Entries for Echoes of the Fallen will appear on the final page of each of the 4 sections of compiled knowledge. All entries for this DLC can be accessed by selecting Echoes of the Fallen from the keyword search.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Okay, persons of interest. Why wouldn't they put them at the end? Can I only access it through the keyword? Oh, there's Sagespire and Dim. Okay. After centuries of slumber, the Sagespire has awoken, albeit for reasons unknown. An early survey of its interior suggests the tower is indeed the source of the realm's dust crystals, the specimens seemingly growing within the walls of the large uncontrolled clusters. Also identified as what appears to be a crystalline heart, set high upon the central dais. I already said that one. While the main function of the Sagespire was the mass production of the artificial crystal, the Fallen facility also appears to have been used in the Magitech repurposing and weaponization of byproducts from the crystallization process. The site was evacuated and sealed during Ultima's assault on Zemeckis. With tower security and maintenance duties relegated to Echo-like automata. Tireless machines that stalk the Spire's ivory halls to this day. But he assaulted Zemeckis? He just blew it up. Once a lush woodland that provided abundant game and charcoal to the residents of Eastpool, recent decades have seen the blight gradually rob the region of nature's bounty, leaving little but lifeless stone and blackened boughs. Rumor has it that within the Sagespire's recent awakening, ruins in the area have inexplicably flung their gates open, introducing all manner of grime and grotesque creatures into the heretofore abandoned waste. Oh, there's still something else. Oh, that's weird. Alright, Famiel, hooded miner, the leader of a trio who appeared to be involved in the dust crystal trade. Any attempt at identifying him is stymied by his hempen hood. Famiel, the leader of a trio who appears to be involved in the dust crystal trade. After being chased from the gates of Port Isolde on suspicions of trading in contraband, they fled north with bandits and beasts in pursuit. The path took them nigh to the Sagespire, an ancient fallen tower with which they seemed strangely familiar. The leader of the Dust Crystal Miners, he and his associates Halleck and Marnek have long been visiting the Sagespire to claim for their own the bounty of the Magitech Mother Crystal that sleeps within. The darkening of the skies brought with it a sudden efflorescence of crystal, with which the miners sought to take advantage of by trading their excess yield on the black market. The leader of the Dust Crystal Miners, he and his associates hail from the isolated community driven from their ancestral homeland by the spread of the blight, having long relied on dust crystals for their survival. However, on learning that it is the crystals that cause the blight, and knowing that it is but a matter of time before the authorities of the twins discover the Sagespire and claim the Mother Crystal for themselves, he reprints Clive to destroy the artificial heart. Well, not like he had a real choice. Halleck, one of Famiel's familiars, alongside Marnek, engaged in mining shards of dust crystal from the Magitech Mother Crystal. His natural nervousness is exacerbated by the perilous situation in which his chief is wont to expose him. That's not what familiar means. Marnek, one of Familia's familiars, a Lasag Halleck, engaged in mining shards of dust crystal from the Magitech Mother Crystal. Being strong of view and sunny of spirit, he finds himself well suited to physical tasks, and a good thing too, for those in Familia's employ often find themselves having to run for their lives at a moment's notice. The Tower, the voice of the Sagespire, or at least one heard echoing throughout its halls, in regards to Clive and his allies as welcome intruders, seeks to remove them, not merely from the tower itself, but from existence. Its cold inhumanity suggests that it has no human consciousness at its core. It is naught but another diabolical device of Fallen's creation. The voice of the Sagespire, or at least one heard echoing throughout its halls. It is an artificial intelligence that controls the functioning of the tower's diverse contrivances, sending wave after wave of Magitech monstrosities to eliminate Clive and his allies. However, Clive is not so easily eliminated, and after storing the heart of the man-made Mother Crystal, the voice found silent. Okay. No, lay of the land. Maybe it's Zemeckis? Well, what am I doing? I know where it goes. Just hit. Really? Okay, there it is, Port Isolde. A port city situated on the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria. Following the fall of Rosaria to imperial rule, the city became a stronghold of the western garrison, its gates closed to native Rosarians seeking shelter from the chaos enveloping the world beyond its walls. However, with the collapse of the empire and the withdrawal of the garrison, Port Isolde has reverted to local rule, the sellswords in Lord Byron's employ, ensuring her gates remain open to refugees, yet closed to those who would usher the chaos outside within. You know, you never get close to visiting it, and yet they made all that model for it. Okay, that's clear. Mysteries of the Realm. The Fallen, an ancient civilization that thrived some thousands of years before the present day. Their Magitech technology began by aping those wonders left behind by Ultima many aeons prior, and ended in their attempts to divine those secrets most inseparable from divinity, the means of crafting a mother crystal and the terrible strength of the icons. There were no icons. They didn't come into they get their name taken from the iconic glass. You just said this. What? Like, okay, the Circle of Malleus predated all of that, but still, they didn't exist until after the fall of Zemeckis' airship. Legend has it that the people of the Fallen once sailed through the skies in the bellies of these ships. Though all now lie shattered and silent on the surface below, the ruins that litter the lands around Zemeckis lend weight to the theory that they were also used to wage war, as does the presence of several similar craft in the Sagespire, a veritable factory of death-dealing armaments. A term that appears in early histories of the fallen civilization and describes their highly advanced magical technology. Though it was long believed that the iconoclasts mentioned in early histories were lost to the ages, one such abomination was discovered in the Sagespire, long for the heart of the Magitech Mother Crystal that powered its world-crushing wrath. So I want literally that one. Oh boy. Specimens. Beasts and beastmen captured by the Fallen and held prisoner in the Sagespire. The variety of species on display suggests that they were collected from across the length and breadth of Valistia. Many are barely recognizable from their modern-day counterparts, though whether this is the result of the creatures who escaped imprisonment changing over the ages, or of the experimentations conducted on those unlucky few who did not survive remains unclear. What is clear, however, is that those, upon being released from the cells, they will dutifully obey the Tower's orders to exterminate intruders. blah, blah. Research logs left behind by their captors suggest that they were intended to be used in the Fallen's experiments into crafting crystals from an organic seed. Those on the lower levels appear to have escaped much of this experimentation, being released from their cells to drive out intruders. Those on the upper levels, however, exhibit strange crystalline structures conjoined to their flesh, proof, if any more were needed, of the Fallen's ambitions for them. The existence of the Magitech heart and the dust crystals shows that their research succeeded, the unlucky byproducts of their experience being repurposed for military means. Magitech weaponry. Arms produced by the Fallen many centuries past, using materials and methods far more advanced than those available today. Their capacity for destruction likewise eclipses that of the deadliest weapons of the modern era, which goes some way to explain why the Fallen are no longer with us. These weapons came in myriad shapes and sizes, from miniaturized magical cannons intended to be wielded by foot soldiers, to failed experiments into breeding crystals repurposed as living weapons, the iconic last Omega, a self-propelled Magitech monstrosity designed to overthrow the gods themselves, powered by the stolen secret of creation. Iconoclast, by far the mightiest of the many Magitech weapons produced by the fallen civilization. The name Iconoclast means destroyer of the divine, and that is exactly the purpose for which they were created, to overthrow the gods, that humanity might rule over all creation. Scholars believe that numerous iconoclasts of different design were produced by the Fallen's rival factions, yet all were destroyed during the Magitech War and the ill-fated invasion of Zemeckis that followed. Discovery of Omega, however, raises the possibility that other iconoclasts may still survive, their world-shattering power, but an unlucky archaeologians misstep away. Living flesh. A gruesome gore found clinging to the walls of the upper reaches of the Sagespire, pulsating organically and glistening like lifeblood. Its similarity to the flesh of the strange beast Clive and his allies encountered in the lower levels suggests that they may have been crafted from this very substance. Well, I didn't get that at all. The Fallen were attempting to grow crystals using beasts and beastmen as seeds, and this substance appears to be a byproduct of those experiments. Its strength and malleability providing the ideal material from which to craft living weapons. It appears that the disturbance in the ether resulting from Omega's casting of primogenesis overwhelmed whatever infernal engine produced it, resulting in runaway growth throughout the facility. What did I miss? Oops. Yep, echoes. Strange clockwork constructs often encountered in and near fallen ruins. Though originally servants of Ultima, created by the entity in a time lost to memory, the Fallen appear to have employed Magitech to successfully engineer replicas eerily identical in both appearance and functionality, casting doubt upon the hypothesis that an Echo's form is somehow a result of the scavenging ruins. Despite being masterless for the better part of a millennium and a half, the Automachina continued to dutifully attend to the tasks bestowed upon them before the fall. Oh, they answered that. Neat. And I was wrong. Okay, this is just going to be Omega, right? Oh, lots of stuff. Ancient goblins. Goblins in the dim. While exhibiting many of the distinguishing features conventionally attributed to goblins, large ears, hunched gait, malevolent eyes, these unique specimens encountered in the dim can be characterized by their rotten, gnarled flesh and a shock of fiery red hair running from their crowns down to the length of their crooked spines. What is more, the weapons they carry are neither twisted bows nor rusted pikes, rather crooks and cleavers intricately crafted from the material of decidedly fallen origin, though how the goblins might have worked the material when mankind has historically failed remains a mystery. Ancient goblins? It is becoming ever more apparent that the strange creatures now roaming the dim are not in fact a new species of goblin, but rather an old one, likely captured by the Fallen and imprisoned inside the Sagespires for purposes of academic research. They would have remained suspended in time indefinitely, bound by the tower's arcane magics, had happenstance not seen the locks thrown from their cages 15 centuries after their capture. While these goblins exceed their more modern cousins in strength, hardiness, and overall ferocity, possibly through Magitech augmentation, there's apparently no difference in mental faculty. I can say auto-mocking no problem, but faculty stumps me, go figure. At a glance, the quality and complexity of both the decorative markings on their skin and the goldwork they adorn implies that these ancestors of the Tari, SG-1, that these ancestors of the Tari currently inhabiting the deserts of Zemeckis achieved a much higher level of civilization than their modern-day progeny. The crystallization of their horns and hooves, however, is clear evidence of experimentation at the hands of their fallen captors. Angra Mainyu. Unlike Sima or Omicron, creatures coaxed into existence through the miracle of fallen silence, Angra Mainyu is an example of Sagespire engineers imposing their wills onto an existing life form in an arrogant attempt to stimulate or enhance its natural faculties. The crystal embedded within its cranium may either serve as a source from which the ethereal essence is drawn, or by a means of control by an outside party. Sigma, a colossal killing machine forged not from iron and steel, but from living flesh grown in a laboratorium. Both deceptively swift and magically adept, Sigma is thought to have served the Fallen as a guardian of the Sagespire, tasked with preventing unauthorized access to the tower's upper levels and the secrets stored within. Omicron. Not content with the combat performance exhibited by their Sigma model, Sagespire engineers continued perfecting their methods until they had created Omicron, a mindless thrall similar in size and build to its predecessor, but stronger, faster, and more resilient. The engineers also felt the need to give it a sword and teach it how to use it. Omega, or Iconoclast Defense System Omega-1, was the Sagespire's last line of defense in the preservation of its most valuable asset, the artificial heart. Capable of warping the very geometries that define our world, the Magitech construct was likely one of the most powerful weapons ever created by the Fallen. And that's everything.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Let me go see if Vivian has anything to show me. And that'll be it. Oh, no. Speak with Joshua and Jill. Brother.
I put Father's helm in your chambers.
Oh man, I never talked to you after this.
Thank you, Josh.
Don't mind. Brother.
Okay, let's see if there's any Sagespire. Yep.
Chroniclers of the Fallen.
Speak of the Magitech war that took place prior to the civilization's fall. That entity that we encountered in the Sagespire, Omega, is doubtless one of the Magitech weapons that the Fallen produced.
Imagine it.
Legions of such things being sent into battle against one another. It would be enough to rend the very skies. But perhaps we need not imagine it. Thousands of years after the fall, and still the nations of our fair realm made war with their icons. And for what? Dominance? Whoa! Like our forebears, all that it brought us is just death and destruction. Mankind's folly did not end with the Fallen's fall.
But it may yet end with us.
For we go into battle wielding the greatest power in creation. Not that of the icons or of Magitech, but the ability to learn from our mistakes. Haha, Origin. Okay. Jill, who basically did nothing. Oh. Did I miss something here? Oh, no, it's from Familia. Dear Sid, I write to you this note from Imperial Lands. Yes, I know we said we'd be going straight home, but a little detour to trade the trinkets we'd picked up on our travels for some trusty gills seemed in order. Give the elders something to soften the shock of losing the dust crystals like. Truth is, those crystals have long been a lifeline of our people. And though I may have been quick to comprehend your reasoning that they're naught but a teether to a sinking ship, humble country folk like mine are rather less receptive to new ideals. Wish me luck in turning them to the righteous path. Femiel. Okay, Wall of Memories. Dusk Shard. A subtle reflection of mankind, fiery yet flawed, brilliant yet brittle, and its future clear yet clouded. How the crystal endures despite its mother having faded is perhaps another sign of hope for us all. Neat. And to Jill.
What is it, Clive? You can always tell me. It occurred to me
That my father once told me of a great tower just beyond the border which would one day be ours, and thinking about it now, he could have only meant the Sagespire. I wonder what he could have done to have claimed it, had we not seen what we'd
The
seen.
fallen Mother Crystal.
And Omega.
And Omega.
The pinnacle of our ancestors' power, the power that ushered them to their own destruction. I often ask myself if the strength of our icons is the same. Is it too much for us to control? Is it destined to destroy us as it did them? Mine certainly came close to destroying me. Like, when? You were literally the only character besides Barnabas to not go berserk.
But you saved me.
And now, with the strength of both of our icons in your heart, you're going to save us all.
Be strong, Clive.
Okay, and over to Vivian Ninetails, see if she's got anything to shed light on. No new hunts.
Clive.
Okay, view the state
What
around.
is it that you wish to learn?
Situation map. Information on the Echoes of the Fallen has been added to the situation map and the timeline has been updated. Speak with Vivian in the Hideaway to learn more. Never would have guessed. Soon after the dark skies spread across Valistia, bringing chaos and confusion in their wake, a new type of crystal begins to circulate on the black market. Spiritless shards known as dusk crystals. And now the very earth beneath Valistinian feet begins to tremble. Could these strange phenomena be connected? Okay. To Port Isolde. Clive comes to the grim conclusion that there may yet be another mother crystal still standing, leeching ether from the land even now. It must be located and destroyed. To this end, he, Joshua, and Jill leave for Port Isolde, where Karen obtained her sample. To the Sagespire. 3 merchants flee from the gates of Port Isolde, unwilling to offer up their packs for inspection, perhaps because the trade in dust crystals that once thrived in the city's docks has recently been outlawed by official decree. They make for the northern borders of the province, where an ancient fallen tower begins to shine with a sinister light. Clive chases the dust crystal traders, led by the roguish Femiel, across the length and breadth of Rosaria, cutting down those bandits and beasts engaged in their own pursuit. The traders at last succeed in making their getaway. It is clear that they are bound. The Sagespire. The Sagespire's walls are lined with dust crystals, and its halls filled with the fruit of the Fallen's godforsaken experiments. Ancient beasts transformed into living weapons in the heart of a man-made mother crystal. With the destruction of the latter, the dust crystals fade, and the tower falls silent at long last. Clive discovers the source of the dust crystals within the Sagespire, though a myriad of fallen abominations, last and most abominable of all, which being the iconic class Omega, stand between him and the artificial heart. He and his allies succeed in cutting it down and putting an end to its ether leeching activities.
Here's the latest information I have.
Okay. Characters appearing in the Echoes of the Fallen have been added to the grand cast, and the timeline has been updated. Speak with Vivian in the Hideaway to learn more. Like, was that supposed to pop up somewhere else? Okay. Well, this is just saying what we already know, but... Well, let's see what his thoughts are. Come on, lads, let's fill our purses and then our bellies. We're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do. Try to keep up, eh? I didn't take you for a coward. Get your own bloody crystals. His leader's loyal lackey. Why do all the women in my life look at me like that? Okay, time to go home and face the music then. Since when could you talk? You're good at explaining, right? Well, for one, eh? I don't make you for a liar. Have it your way. It's not like I have a choice. May we meet again. Oh, let's get Clive's thoughts on the dinguses. Could this be part of his plan? You can count on me. Magitech Mother Crystal. Pain in the posterior. Afraid. Not sure if he agrees. Foolhardy perhaps, but it's all for the good of his people. I don't think it likes us. Try to keep your chief out of trouble. Take care.
We don't want to be gods, we just want to be free. All signs point to the Sagespire. Anything interesting for you? Ever seen a crystal like it? Coming with you, let's go. Could he be connected somehow? Surprisingly not. An odd fish, doesn't seem to be the most hardened black marketeer. Perhaps we're not the only victims of his leader's guile. I don't think it's friendly. He's just trying to survive like all of us. Okay. Those crystal traders. That'll probably be expanded with Rising Tide, but...
Very good.
Otherwise, those were fun fights, some neat new lore. Probably not worth the price, but... Well, what are you going to do? My usual standard is $1 an hour. That's a good way to spend your money. That didn't make it. It also means I don't have a copy of every item again. So that's annoying, but hey. That's it for Final Fantasy XVI Echoes of the Fallen. See you for the Rising Tide. Peace out.